Hello, Mindful Drinking Festival. I'm Connor, and today I'm going to do something that nobody else in the UK can do. I'm going to go on a brewery tour, and you can come with me. So today we are at Nirvana Brewery, which is based in East London, and it is the UK's first and only brewery that is dedicated to only making alcohol-free beer. We're going to meet some of the team, and we're going to talk through the process.
I am a director and co-founder of Nirvana Brewery. So I set this up with Becky, who's my sister-in-law. The drive for us was to create sort of a high quality range of alcohol-free beers. We started the business about 4 years ago. We've sort of had the brewery and beers for about 3 now, consistently, hopefully constantly ever evolving. My duties are a bit more the hands-on stuff, so I deal with more the logistical side, help Steve with the brewing, and a bit everything else in between.
Hi, Mindful Drinking Festival, it's Steve here. I'm the head brewer at Nirvana. How I got into the industry is, like a lot of other people that wanted to, is get your foot in the door, washing casks, very unglamorous, but I got my education and moved up through and got the job here last year, so it's been a big change. But the sort of non-alcoholic brewing side is just very, very interesting and something that I wanted to go into. You have to be very sort of particular on your technical side and the things that you measure. So yeah, it's a very interesting thing for me to do, and we're looking forward to some of our special brews that are coming out this year through the summer and the autumn. So this is the mashing in part of the day. We've loaded all the grist up into our hopper up here, and this is the point at which we add the water or the hot liquor so it becomes hydrated, and we're basically creating a large tub of porridge essentially, lots of grain, lots of hot water, which we'll steep for about an hour, and we'll use that to extract the sugars that we need for fermentation down the line. So this is where we separate the grain from the liquor, and this is now sweet wort coming out. So we keep our malt, our spent grains in here, and we run off this, as I say, sweet wort, which we're going to send into this kettle and go to boil.
So now we clear out the spent malt from the mash tun. We've actually used a company that really uses it for bioenergy. This is the manual labour phase. As you can see, even low down now, all the liquid's drained. It's mainly just malt. It's now in the kettle, boiling up.
Now we're going to transfer from the kettle and the whirlpool over to our fermentation vessel, but we go through a heat exchanger first. So I'm going to set it up now. Okay.
Yeah.
Go. We're ready to dry hop our organic pale ale here now. So we've chosen our favourite organic hops. These are pelletized, so they're in small little pellet form. They'll fall down through this vessel and give the beer a nice aroma, a little bit of a hoppy aftertaste all the way through the top. Here's the second bag. The reason why we dry hop mostly pale ales is just to add another layer of flavour and aroma to the beer. When we add it what we call the cold side, it doesn't extract any of that really harsh bitterness that you get from throwing this volume of hops into the beer. So we put them in technically cold, and it just really adds to that lovely hop perception you get from our beers.
Hi, Mindful Drinking Festival. This is Becky from Nirvana. I'm one of the co-founders of Nirvana Brewery, and I hope you're all enjoying the festival, discovering some really great alcohol-free drinks. I'm here to tell you a little bit about Nirvana and why it's called Nirvana. So the reason that we are called Nirvana is because when we started the brewery because we wanted to make some really great alcohol-free beers for my dad. So he gave up drinking a few years ago, and we all really loved drinking craft beers together. So when he gave up drinking, there wasn't really anything that of the same quality that he could enjoy. It was all sort of substandard, but for him, not drinking alcohol was a real positive choice. So he felt like an alcohol-free beer was a positive version of a normal beer for him. And the idea kind of stemmed from there, really, the idea that not drinking is actually a really positive thing for a lot of people. And so many alcohol-free products at the time were sort of focused on the idea of it being zero and it being sort of a discrete thing, like you don't want to celebrate the fact that you're not drinking it, you're only doing it because you have to, and actually it's quite a negative thing that you're being forced to do. Whereas for us, and for my dad in particular, that wasn't the case. He just really liked alcohol-free beer, and not drinking for him was one of the best things he ever did. So in a way it was kind of like he was finding his nirvana, and he was on his own journey, and that's kind of what the name's about, really. It's about everyone being on their own journey and their own path to their own nirvana, and it's just a really great positive thing for a lot of people's lives. And it's also about the celebration of good beer and good times. So that's kind of where the name comes from. Hope you've enjoyed the brewery tour. Thanks for watching, and enjoy the rest of the festival.
Alright, so we've seen how the beers are made downstairs in the brewery. Now we're upstairs in the bar. I'm going to check out the final product.
Hello guys, I'm going to start by showing you two of our best selling products. I'm going to start with our lager. So the lager we make in partnership with a brewery in Germany. So like ourselves, they're a family business, which we really liked when we went to visit it. It's been around about 500 years, so they just sort of have a depth of knowledge and even equipment we don't have here. It's a true Bavarian Helles lager brewed in Bavaria. so it's sort of a bit sweeter. You get sort of the bready, biscuity notes come through with it. And then to finish off with the Hallertau hops. And then we're going to go with the classic IPA. So this is our version of a classic IPA. We sort of use American hops, so it sort of gives it the American IPA flavour. Who's going to tell you about our two pale ales.
I'm going to talk through a couple of our beers that we brew here. So the first is the Hoppy Pale Ale. So this is a session IPA style where we just keep the malt body very light, just to let the hops do the talking. With this one we have gone for our favourite European and American hops, and they're the ones that really hit you in terms of aroma and the flavour that you get on the first sip. This is one of our most popular ones, so we know why. So. This is our organic pale ale. This one is actually using purely British malts, and we use British First Gold hops in there as well. So really great organic ingredients that go into it. We've refined the recipe now, and then we just top it off with some dry hopping from some choice hops from around Europe or the rest of the world. Again, it's proved to be very popular. It's got a nice sort of golden body to it. A bit of bitterness there, but you just get those lovely finishing hops coming through.
Alright, I hope you're all enjoying the virtual brewery tour so far. I just wanted to take a bit of time to introduce myself. So I am Connor McGilligan, and I am the head of sales here at Nirvana Brewery. I've been working here for about a year now, and my job entails keeping in contact with current and new customers and helping to spread the word of Nirvana. I've worked in the craft beer scene for about 10 years now, starting off in a hotel bar in Belfast. My sort of career's seen me working my way up to being a buyer for a large hospitality chain in Melbourne. I spent some time working with vineyards in Marlborough and also a vineyard in Yorkshire. The reason why I wanted to move into the alcohol-free sector is I've just watched it grow and grow and grow for the past few years, and I wanted to work with a company that was at the forefront of that, and Nirvana stood out as a great option with great tasting beers and a great vision. So Steve and Drew have already talked us through 4 of the beers previously that sit in the 0.3 to 0.5% category range. However, for some people, when it comes to alcohol-free beer, this just doesn't go far enough, and we cater to those people with our 2 0.0% traditional pale ale and stout. The traditional is exactly that. It is traditional English malts, English hops, nice golden body, and a subtle bitter finish. The stout, it's a little roastiness to it, it's sort of deep, rich flavour, and a nice hint of vanilla.
Don't forget to follow us on our social media, guys. We'll keep you up to date. We've got a special coming actually very soon. And we're confident that you will enjoy our beer more than our film TV production capabilities.
So that is the end of the virtual brewery tour. Thank you all for joining me here today at Nirvana Brewery. Now I'm going to do what you do at the end of every single brewery tour.